Right, so hi everyone, welcome if you're new. God, that's a bit close, isn't it? So you might be getting up close and personal with someone when we making that comment. Everything I say is something to do with something for someone. So, but the problem is it's going to make me fiddle about. I'm not. So, right, so yeah, I've just been to my sister's for my niece's 6th birthday, so I thought I would just do it. Although I'm tired, I thought I would do a wee on camera one. So this is Mediumship Monday, so yeah, welcome if you're new. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner masculine, your inner feminine, and whatever's going on in a twin flame connection. Of course, a lot of us twin flames are in physical separation, and there is some that are not. And again, like I said on the other one where it was just my hands, well, it was all kicking off today, lots of communication, because Mercury is out of shadow today. So, and I particularly did feel it because I felt this strong urge to email quite a lot of you that I hadn't, heard from in a while, just to sort of check in and see how you're doing. And like I said, a lot of the time either I'm like so slammed down with the energy, or I'm busy just keeping up with the amount of content that I've got to keep on here. And obviously my clients I'm working with. But so I trusted that. I can't really explain it. It was just I just had that, and it was, it was quite a few of you that I emailed. So if I didn't email you, basically it's probably because, what does that say? The void. Oh, interesting. So some of you might feel like you're in a bit of the void because I just looked at that 144. What number is it? 40. Oh, you could be 40 like me. You don't need to be, but and yeah, and like I said on that other video, like I happened to, like, they showed me an algorithm, a man that was sharing his journey, basically, but it's a married couple. So if you happen to see that in the algorithm, then you're obviously meant to see it too. But I might check out some of the other things that they've said. But I just, when I was on my way back there, I see that like his wife has now put up something, and they do seem genuine. So 222. So and again, if you're like, well, tell us what it is, then I purposely don't do that because of the karmic people that watch too. So you'll see it. I'm sure you'll see it. If you're meant to see it, you'll see it. If you don't, it's just not relevant to you. But like I said, I only just found them today too. So, but I feel it's just basically a sign of a lot of unions coming in. Although it doesn't sound like they've only just got into union. I really don't know because I've not watched it. So, right, I'm shuffling these wee bits of paper because these are, and I got, I fucking picked up clumps of hair when I picked up, they were on the floor. So these wee rough bits of paper that I've now had probably like over a year or something, I've got different things written on it, and I'm just going to see what they say because my nose is really itchy, so already we know that the loved ones of spirit are coming in. Oh, that's what I need to get. I need to get the flower cards because it's the flower moon, and just over, well, 10 days pretty much. It's on I think it's on the first, so whatever the 23rd is, I think it's the Thursday. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's the Thursday. So that's the flower full moon, and that's the Sagittarius full moon. I just looked at free Ascended Masters. So that's my full moon. It might be your full moon, if it's your moon sign, but don't worry if it's not, because your moon sign one will, well, if it's not been, it'll be at some point. So yeah, the seeds that you planted on the new moon in Sagittarius could be coming about now. So why don't we just have a wee check of that, guys? Let's just see. Moon in Sagittarius 2023 was, very interesting, was December the 12th. So yeah, whatever intentions you set, whether you formally wrote them down or made vision boards or whatever you were doing, I'm just trying to think back, but it felt like quite a dark build up to Christmas, really. When I kind of cast my mind back collectively with what I was picking up on, there was a lot of divine masculines that had only just went into the real darkness. And again, maybe not even your one, and maybe I just looked at 144441 backwards there though. Maybe not even your one, and I always find it quite interesting actually when I'm filming it. It's it's like what, I need to count. It's like 6 minutes away from now. So if I do happen to, watch this, if I do happen to glance down at my phone, there's a possibility I could glance down at my phone at my twins numbers, the numbers that I see. So anyway, it's because it's, yeah, anyway. I was about to say it's the numbers that I see from, but it's because it's his birthday numbers, and I see mine too. So because you will do that too. So again, that's why I'm saying that you will see your birthday numbers and you will see your twins. And it'll mean different things to different people. But for me, when I'm doing the collective ones, it is, and even when I'm not doing them, I know when it's something like to tell me something, or when it's to share here, it's a sign of there's going to be a lot for divine masculines. I just got drawn the word shadow work. So, oh yeah, so I didn't say it. Yeah, everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy. So, you know, especially when it's just my hands, although, yeah, I'm using cards, it is energy healing that I'm doing. I just choose to use a lot of cards. And like I said on the one today, my name is Claire and I've got an oracle card addiction because I got a new deck. Oh my God, by the way, this is insane. Oh shit, I've just remembered that. On that Zoom thing that was on at the weekend, we done a water ceremony and I was meant to get rid of the water. It's still sitting there. Well, I need to put that somewhere where I'm going to see it, or it's going to be sitting there for ages. I'm going to spill that. Anyway. So again, that means something too. Water, spilled emotions, emotional, whatever it means to you. You could be doing some kind of water ceremony or be guided to do something like that. If you're like, Claire, what the fuck's a water ceremony? I'll hold one for us at some point. I'll do a water one. I'll do a fire ceremony, although kind of difficult online. Well, no, online we could use a tea light. You could just simply blow out a candle. Yeah, there's ways around it. These are the group things I want to do, because this is what I used to do in the past. Like I said, being on that thing just inspired me to hold my own, really. You know what I mean? Because I'm not new to that. I used to do it all the time. I just haven't felt like doing it really for 2 years. So that's quite a while. So I think it's 2 years. It's at least 1.5 years. I think it's more like for 2 years. Right. So what are we doing then? Because like I said, I feel like I'm going to do 21st of July could be significant because I've looked down at 2107. Maybe going to do a live. I'm going to see how I feel after this. So I'm just, because Leo Moon, I'm always more spontaneous, and tomorrow I'm going to take some time to myself because, well, for loads of reasons, but I've got loads of things I need to build. Like, I'm literally right now, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 things I need to build, and I'm not good at making things like that. My mum's shit hot at it. She's a Capricorn rising. So she might be able to help me with some things in the morning, but she's busy the rest of the week. So it's like, yeah, I don't know how. So anyway, I've got that task, and I also need to do my housework. So you could be needing to catch up with things like that, needing a bit of time for yourself. But yeah, I love Leo Moon, so it's kind of hard for me. My stomach's rumbling. I didn't eat enough. It was like, I've had loads of cake, but I didn't eat enough actual food. Anyway, I'll do that after. It's quite good for when I'm channeling to not, which is every day. Every day I'm channeling 24/7, but it's, I'll eat something after. Right, so what have we got then? What wee bit of paper, and then I'll decide if I'm going to do a live. It might all be a bit much. My nose is so itchy though. Again, if you're new, when I itch my nose, sorry if I've already said that. When I itch my nose, that is when the loved ones in spirit are wanting to talk. So, but like I said, it's hard for me to have a day off on a Tuesday on a Leo moon, because Tuesday's connected to Mars, action, fire. Leo is fire. Leo moon's my favourite because my Venus and Aries is in the 5th house, Leo energy. So it's like I'm usually, in quite a good mood, and I've got loads of energy, and it's good to do a live, but I'll do one tonight instead, because I don't usually do live on a Monday, because Mondays are my day off. So, but I'm having a day off today and tomorrow, but it's not really a day off if I'm doing this and then I'm going to also do a live. See what I mean? Because I then like to have a wee day off to myself on a Wednesday if I've done a lot on the Tuesday, because I usually cram a lot in on a Tuesday, but I'm swapping it around. So I'm going to have a day off tomorrow, and then I'll get more stuff done on Wednesday. I have to take it easy because I did do a very, very long Zoom the other night, so I'm still sort of regaining, recovering my energy because I have to transmute like when I help people with things. So what have we got? Come on, bring the bit of paper, man, bring it. So we have crystal healing. So crystal healing on crystal clear visions. And of course that I brought every other deck under the sun. But a crystal, and I just burped there too, that's when I'm clearing energy. I'll go and get a crystal deck. I'll pause it in a minute. I just looked at inner child healing as well. That's actually very apt for this energy. They've just pulled me to believe in magic. So how amazing was that came out with all that Northern Light stuff. You know, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm half like, God, there's my stomach again. I'm half of the opinion. I do know there are lots of light code activations and, you know, very strong, you know, energies just flooding in for people's awakening, basically, to heighten whatever stage you're on, but definitely people that are like, you know, needing woken up like really fast. Like, you know, it's like the tower moments aren't happening quick enough, so it's like they're coming in. As it's just about to reach 11:11 as well. But there's also something a bit funny about that. Something felt quite artificial to me. You know, like my Pluto retrograde 0 degrees, Scorpio's never wrong about shit like that. I could just feel it. Something, so it's like I'm half and half. I'm half and half about it. That's what I'm going to say. But all I'm going to say is there's something in it because that's strange. You know what I mean? Believe in magic. Open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights say you're part of nature. So you're magical too. I mean, and the thing at 11:44, that's loads of times I've been guided that. And the thing is, what's quite so if you're new, I feel like someone's wondering why am I calling it out. It's because that is the way that they use me to activate remembrance in you. That's actually a better way to say it. Because like I said, you could be getting drawn, well, you will be getting drawn to the numbers yourself. Like lots of people have been getting drawn to it for like years and years and years, or, you know, or over a decade in some people's cases. But yeah, they just tell me there's something about when I call it out and pull your attention to it, it's like there's some people that really need me to sort of do that. So, and it just, I can't help it anyway. It just sort of happens. It's happened for like years and years and years. And sometimes I see people's birthdays and that. I mean, you see, like there, I just got drawn to Christmas Day for some reason. So that could be someone's birthday, or there could be something significant about Christmas Day. But yeah, what I was just laughing about is on that Zoom thing yesterday, like, you know, I shared that synchronicity. And I was laughing when I came off. I thought, oh, they might think I was lying. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously that's just a one-off event thing. And they don't know me. So they don't know me like you guys know me. So it's, and if you're new, you don't know me either. So it's kind of like, you know, when you see me just pull the cards, you can see it's genuine. Whereas if I'm just going on being like, you're not going to believe what I pulled, I'm like, I right then, do you know what I mean? You just took that card. So I thought about it after. I thought, it's quite funny. So I don't like that actually. That's, like, I'm no arsed about random folk I don't know thinking that I planted it. I actually found it quite funny after. But like, I'm being honest, you know, I've not shared that yet because I've just not, this is what I mean, I've not, half the time it's watching it back, I haven't watched it back yet. And if I feel like that, I don't want to put that out, I will put it somewhere, like, you know, behind, you know, the Ko-fi thing or the membership, because I'm going to, that's what I'm going to do too. See, I've got a big list, that's what I'm going to do tomorrow too. So it's a wee day off to myself. But getting stuff done for, you know, having a day to myself for stuff to do for me. So I feel you're being guided to do stuff for you too. I wouldn't be surprised if we get cards about take time for yourself and blah, blah, blah. Like, what does that say? Wheels of light. So that looks like that's talking about chakra clearing there. And that was actually one of the things I put on I posted a lot today on the community tab. If you're new, I love the community tab and other people don't seem to love it as much as me. So if you're new and you want to get involved, please do. And if you're not new and you're an OG, I really, really appreciate it if you already do get involved. And please do though, because I love my written channeling. And other people really love it too. You know, that's what I really got known for, you know, like, known for, but you know, like locally, kind of like what I would write every day. Like I would pull at least a card, or sometimes like 5, or sometimes a spread. And I would post every day a card of the day, but it was more like cards of the day. And, you know, if I feel like more people are going to get involved, I will either do that, keep it free on the community tab on here, or I will do that 144 again, or 444 as part of the membership. So, you know, but even if I put it on the membership, I'll do it for free for a while on here, and then when I feel like there's enough interest in it, basically it'll be for free on here for a while, because it really just depends how many people are interested in the higher levels of what I've got to offer. Because if you're new around here, I do a lot of things, so I'm not going to reel them all off, but you know, I will actually, hypnotherapy, but sometimes I can't even remember, but like hypnotherapy, counselling, NLP, you know, things to do with really complex trauma as well, I can help you with, like with different modalities, you know, EFT tapping, the other one, where I always get the letters mixed up, but the EMDR or EDMR. That looks so funny, isn't it? That I actually have to. I always say it's my abbreviation. I always say EDMR. Yeah. So because it's eye movement. I should remember that now. It's because it's EMDR. So it's eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. So again, and I only use that if it feels like somebody's needing that. It's usually, you know, if I'm doing therapy with someone that would identify that. But anyway, blah 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 blah. Someone must need to past life regression, past lives, anything basically. I love. Yeah, I'm a shaman. I've got lots of different tools in my toolbox to help you with things. Oh, and I used the wee toolbox emoji in I thought that was funny. I done divination with the random pictures that I'd just taken pictures of things that drew my attention to my sister's house, but it all was very telling, you know what I mean? Like, especially that wee doll, that was hilarious. Because I was like, can you hear my stomach? That's crazy. But again, I don't blame myself, because I really didn't eat very much at all. My sister's getting her kitchen done right now, so it was a bit chaotic, you know. I'm not bothered, but it was like, aye, we were just there for the cake, and you know what I mean. I got wee nibbles, but I mean, I really need to eat something. Except I'm not actually that hungry, but my stomach is telling me different. You need to listen to your body, guys. That's the message there too. I just got drawn the 17th of October. That's actually my grandma's birthday. Let's get another one. Colour healing. Right, so something about colour healing and something about crystal healing. So in shadow works on the bottom there, and children's healing actually is very apt. The 5th house is creativity, children, inner child. It's also sex. Because if you weren't aware, that's how children are made. So be careful. Especially be careful with some of the karmic fuckery that I've been picking up on, well, definitely the past sort of few months. But nothing new. What's it they say? Nothing new is invented. Oh, I don't know what the phrase is, but basically that's not a new thing. That's sadly something that very toxic women have done for a very long time. I really hope when we are all in that newer frequency that kind of stuff just doesn't happen, but yeah. Right, but it must be happening to some people out there, or it's happened in the past, because it wouldn't be coming up in the cards, and all these people wouldn't be picking up on it if it wasn't a thing. So, like I said, hopefully it's omens for lots of people too. And, you know, basically, hopefully it's omens, and it's like stopping these things before it happens, because but I feel, you know, people that has happened to, I feel there's a lot of karmic justice. So it's kind of like when things like that happen, it's like secrets are coming out of it. That's what I've saw loads of people channeling about. Like I said, I channeled about it a few weeks ago, and now I'm seeing it. Just all the big channels are picking up on this shit right now. So yeah, I'm very sorry if you're somebody that has been a victim of that, because yeah, I don't know what to say. It's fucking disgusting. Right, so the 19th could be significant, because I'm just being drawn at the 19th. Oh, so the sun, happiness. Yes, let's bring some lighter energy in with it after that coming out. It is Leo Moon. Leo Moon's drama, so could be some dramas going on. Right, I'm going to go and get those cards. Right, so the way in which they're telling us this is really quite amazing. So I'm not going to lie, guys, I can't find any crystal cards, right? And it's so annoying, because I've literally got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've at least got 4 crystal decks I can pick. 5 if you include tarot. Do you know what I mean? I've got loads of crystal decks. I've got more than that. don't know where the fuck they are. I've got one I really love that somebody I like uses them every now and again, and I just can't find them. They must be like in a box somewhere. But anyway, look what I found. So that wasn't in the deck, right? That was away from the deck. Wait a minute, that could be the thumbnail. That's so awkward, but anyway. Twinflame Union, heart, body, mind and soul. So I have got that deck through here, but it wasn't in the thing. So, surprise Twinflame Union, that's what it means. There's a surprise Twinflame Union coming. But we already know that. You could be getting lots of signs, because I found some more of these cards that says symbols on it. So it's got a rainbow, a butterfly, a star, flower of life, looks like. Oh, clover, which I always use for Jupiter, and an anchor. So any of these symbols could be significant. Reaching out to spirit, you could be reaching out to spirit, or your twin flame is reaching out to spirit for soul guidance. There's butterflies again, they're feeling your soul connection. This is so funny. Like I said, I can just read anything because these aren't well, they're oracle cards, so you can use them like that, but they're actually like, they're specifically mediumship ones. So like, to be learning about it, really. So creating sacred space. So again, I feel somebody you might have just smudged your house, or you might be a shaman like me, or you don't need to be a shaman to sage your house, basically. Everybody should have sage. But yeah, you might be going to clear your space in whatever way you do. Right, so we'll definitely use them because it's Mediumship Monday, and that is the mediumship card. So what I grabbed instead is I grabbed these sacred geometry activations. We can do that instead of the crystals and the flower cards because of the flower moon coming up. I was maybe going to do, if I feel up to it tomorrow, actually, because it's really just about me having some quiet time myself, I might film some I want to film some flower videos leading up to the full moon on the 23rd, because that's what I done last year. So actually, I feel some of you need to watch those flower videos. So it's really one of the only times I've ever been, well, I've done it before, but I made thumbnails for them, and some of them actually I just looked at all the 4 twos in a row. So that is love and partnership. There's just a lot of shock, surprise unions coming about because of this, particularly right now with the Sun conjunct Uranus. Again, the Sun is in Taurus, shining a light on areas of your life, and that's going to be really big if the Sun is in Taurus, like in, anything to do with love, like, the 7th house or the 8th house to do with sex. I suppose even the 4th house to do with home, who feels like home. The 12th house to do with secrets, because there's a lot of secret love involved with twin flames, keeping it a secret and a fantasy in your head. Or other people, you can have it a secret in another way as well for whatever. But I don't like that. Well, it just depends, right? These cards I call one of the Russian roulette ones because it's got nice cards with couples basically getting it on, and it's got about to, but they're all usually getting on in the cards. Or it's got ones that are like, to me, fuckery cards because it looks like black magic spell work, like somebody's got somebody through a toxic way, and then look at what came through about that, whatever. So we'll just see. What do we need to know about that? And then let's just get the fuckery out of the way, right? Maybe that's why they're saying people need to clear their energy from some of the fuckery, from being around people that are toxic, basically. I'm, tempted to start singing toxic, but I'm not going to. So, because I can't, basically. But since when does that stop me? I sing everything, do you know what I mean? So they're giving us a message here. You feel like you can't do something and you can. Like, you're not going to do it perfect, just do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, somebody just needs to get something done here. You just need to spit it out, or you need to tell the truth. Or this could even, to be honest, I'm feeling this could even be some karmic energies that are needing to get things off their chest. Something like that, I don't know. Right, so what do we need to know about this? And then I'll go into some lighter, fluffier cards. Fidelity. Oh, but look at what I'm saying, you see, fidelity. But maybe this is about infidelities. And this card to me is always about, I always say it's like a divine masculine, a divine feminine, like, see you later, darling, I'll be back after I've learned my karmic lessons. It's all part of the path. But because of what I was just saying, and also it's a Taurus symbol, it's Taurus season, I feel this is somebody's like, see you later, I'm off. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that was kind of dramatic the way I said it, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, like, look, 21 Aquarius shock surprises, and it's, look, because somebody's a snake. Look at what I wrote, channeled in it, because remember, it's not me, it's the divine talking through me. They just use me as a mouthpiece because I dramatise it with my Leo midheaven. And believe me, that makes me cringe, but again, I accept my calling, you know what I mean? What else? Yeah, third party. That's very telling. So Libra moon, Libra could be significant. Ignore when I'm saying the star signs, just ignore that, because I'm not really one of these people that calls that out. It's just because they literally have got the star signs on it. But yeah, somebody could be a Libra in this equation, or something could have happened around, Libra season. But basically, like, that's, just, I mean, look at the picture. Like, that looks like somebody's tempting somebody away from an empress. And remember, that's, like I've been saying this for years, and it's come through when I've read for people, it's come through when people have read for me, about me, that people would distort who I am in my twin's life. But and you've just got to let people work out for themselves. But it's kind of like, the true divine feminine can be made to seem like they're the distorted one in some kind of way, when really it's whoever else around. And again, you don't always know, you know what I mean? Like, not everybody, unless you're in like a really close environment or something where everybody knows everyone, you don't always know who the karmic energies are. So if you're a divine feminine anyway, so, and obviously some of you do, it's just different for different people. What else do we need to know? Yeah, so this feels like, look, forgiveness after all the shit, basically. Pisces moon, so, something could have been significant around the last Pisces moon. It wasn't too long ago. The 23rd is the full moon in Sagittarius. There's going to be a lot of forgiveness around that Sagittarius full moon. And a lot of forgiveness, a lot of truth. And again, this is like unexpected, shock, surprise. And when I say shock, surprise, some of you might be like, no, I totally know, like, some kind of news is coming my way, or, good, bad, or indifferent, or like I can feel it. But it's like, I feel this is like, quite shock, sudden, or like people just turning up in your life, like, out of the blue. I feel like even if you think you know it's coming, I don't think you do. You know what I mean? And they both look very tired. Again, I think we can guess why they're tired, but I'm more kind of hearing that it's like these people are tired from what they've went through. And the thing is, I say it often enough, but if you're a divine feminine and you can think of key moments in your life where basically you've allowed people to take the piss out of you. So I hate saying it like that, but it's true, and it's happened to me too many times. But it's like, I can think of significant key moments in my life where I was in a continuous pattern of people pleasing and codependency, and basically what I would see as being an amazing best friend, or like being like, just helping people, or, whether it's with work or my personal life. And then, when I woke up from that was part of my awakening. I was like, I'm allowing myself to be so fucking disrespected. Like, it's not even funny, it's fucking embarrassing, really. Like, that's how you feel when you wake up from that, and you're like, nah. Don't know why I even let myself be treated like that, but it stops now. And the thing is, although that can be painful for you and everyone involved, when you set up tight boundaries like that with people, they might not be in your life anymore, but I bet you, people thank you later down the line, because they'll stop treating people like that, maybe. And again, a lot of folk won't. They'll just carry on being, like that. But some people might actually be faced to go through their own spiritual awakening and see, where that was coming from. And that's when it's completely your call if you want to let others back into your life, whether it's lovers, friends, family, work stuff, whatever. It really depends what we're talking about. But what I'm basically trying to say is, if you've allowed something like this to happen in your life as a divine feminine, whether it's romantic, friends, family, work, like, again, because it's like, I don't like going too deep into that, but what I mean is, like, I've had disrespectful, manipulative situations happen to me with work, over the whole 10 years I've been doing this, where I've been so kind and loving and not so well, kind of, yeah, it's like, depends. It's something's blindsided me a bit of somebody being not who they say they are, like a fucking shapeshifter or something, or just like, being nice to your face and then being not so nice behind your back. And again, everybody, it just depends what I mean by that, because everybody's got a shadow side, and you have to offload if something's not. And sometimes you have to do that out of concern for yourself or whatever, or other people. It really just depends. I'm a counsellor. I take people's shit like that, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like I've definitely had various situations where it's just jealousy. Do you know what I mean? Like and people's unhealed shadows. So, and these are the people that send me evil eye, and they're kind of like, you know what I mean? I can just feel it, and it's just like, get a fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Like, seriously, sending love and praying that people that do that to me and anyone else just, go and find a life. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you sitting watching folk you don't even like, or you don't even know? That's even worse, the folk that do that. But when it's, definitely if it's anybody from my past, like, it's just kind of like, it's just sad. Anyway, Aries, conquest. So again, I feel this is getting into a storyline of some of the like divine masculines. Yeah, they're saying that some of the divine masculines that have acted wrong as well, are kind of like, because now I'm getting all tongue that they're kind of at a loss as to how to approach the divine feminines because of what's went on in the past, because of when they've been in distorted energy, or you, if you're the divine masculine. My nose is really, really itchy. But I think that's enough of those cards. So there wasn't really any of the fuckery things. What the hell's going on here, by the way? That is so fucking dodgy. I don't even want to read that card. All I know is there's 3 naked men and 1 woman, and she's holding an apple over. I mean, there's the apple again. That's hilarious. The apple was in the post. Anyway, so triumph. I wouldn't thank you for any of them. That's all I'm saying. I have no idea what that's about. But Leo Moon, and we're in Leo Moon, and that's hilarious. But I feel somebody wants to come in and triumph over this situation. They want things to be a victory. That's what I'm feeling. So let's get the work from whoever this is, this divine masculine. What do they want to say? A watch. See what I mean? Fucking look. So yeah, that's about divine masculines that watch divine feminines to, well, either their own or others to get the answers, right? Whether that's you or your person. But this is also about the other secret admirers. Remember, I picked up on that the other day, that there's other people watching. Like, there's other divine masculines, as it gets to the divine masculine number, watching, like, divine feminines. So people that do similar to me, and there's also other, basically there's distorted energies. This is so confusing, actually. Yeah, because I did say divine though. I feel what they mean. There's other divine masculines, yeah, awakening. Just there's other people awakening that are taking interest in you, whether you are divine feminine or divine masculine, regardless of your gender. Like, basically taking, being attracted to the Empress. The Empress has no clothes. I had to make that joke just because of that. Okay, my dad's just found that on the beach. This doll kicking about. I'm like, why? Where's her place? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, there's something about that. It's like there's I'm your secret admirer. I watch your social media. I search for you online, and I sometimes try to be where you are. I mean, I always laugh because every time I read that, I'm like, okay, stalker. But that's why, I mean, that card for me is not. It's not always about the divine masculine. Like, I feel like that's like the haters watching you as well, like, to see what's going on. So just be aware of that. The snakes in the grass, because that's what I put in the post too. Because people make out like they're not watching, and they are. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you could get, you could gaslight yourself, or people could gaslight you and be like, no, because not everybody, let's face it, not everybody's watching you, not everybody's watching me, but if you've got a pretty strong sense of who might be, taking a wee deek every now and again or watching every single thing you do. Trust yourself, you know, you'll not be feeling that for no reason. So just protect your energy in whatever way you do it. Because like I said, whenever I do any kind of video, I always pray and do all that before I come online, because really it's just kind of like, it takes up a lot of time. Like sometimes when I'm watching folk, I'm like, you know, it can be a bit draining how long that takes. But that's what's funny. I do really long videos, but see when it comes to like watching ones, I'd have to really like. So I do, you know, there is a few that I would watch the longer ones, but I just do it, you know, my videos are long enough. I just do it to save a bit of time. But if you do want me to do that at the start of them, I'll maybe change things up a little bit. But for instance, let's just do it right now, right? Close your eyes if you want to, and breathe in, telling yourself relax, and breathe out, telling yourself release. And I want you to imagine a cloud of mist forming above the top of your head. And that cloud of mist has the power to dispel any negative energies or entities or anything hanging about your aura that doesn't serve you at this time. I'm just doing it quickly. And then the energy falls down over your soul star chakra, your crown, your third eye between your brows, your throat, especially because there's a lot of communication coming in for the people that are ready to communicate. So it's not only about talking, it's about making sure that you're able to listen and really wait to respond as well. You know, really make sure that you've taken in what somebody's said, and before you react, check with them. Wait a minute, see, just before I react to that, and maybe react wrong or overreact. So that's going to happen with someone. I don't know who that's for. It's coming through. Can I just check? Do you mean this? And then the person will be like, oh, no, I didn't mean like that. I meant like that. And it's like, oh, right. You see, it can save an argument. But people, that's hilarious. I just broke down counselling jargon in my own language. But that's basically it. You know, how often would you stop in the middle of an argument and be like, before I reply to this, can I just check? Did you mean this? No. People are just like, fuck you. Well, hopefully you're not like, fuck you. But sometimes that can go like that. Definitely if it was a Leo moon, maybe I'm channeling people's arguments. Maybe I'm channeling karmic breakups. What does another masculine want to say? I'm anxious. I struggle with pressure at home, at work, with you. I struggle because it makes me feel rushed to do things I'm not ready to do, and that's something I have to heal. So that very much feels like some of the masculines that are still in karmic situations and other living situations with other people, and you know, feeling very 10 of wands about it. Everything's getting on top of them. And again, this could be something that you're aware of, or you might not know, because you might not know a lot about your masculine's life. Some people's twin flames live in other countries, you've not got a clue, you know what I mean? And sometimes, even if they're not that far away, you've not got a clue. That's just the way the journey is. What else? Wow. In those clothes, looking like that, wearing that smile. Wow. So somebody's liking what you're putting down. Someone's picking up what you're putting down. But it's not in the case of the Empress that's got no clothes on, because, I mean, she ain't got no clothes on, do you know what I mean? So she's not wearing anything. And that Empress is not me, although I did make the comment, she's got my haircut, all she needs is blue eyes. She's got brown eyes. So if your Divine Feminine has a haircut like mine with brown eyes, might be about yours. But it's just really in general, an Emperor is in a hurry to get to their Empress, and they're going through an energetic storm. Could be a literal storm too, with the hot weather in some places. But it feels like the solar storm, the energetic storm, and it could be a literal storm. And again, I just feel if that's going to make sense to you, you're not going to, it's just all going to happen out of the blue. I cause arguments and problems sometimes to be alone. So yeah, if this person is with a karmic romantic partner, or karmic exes, or karmic family, who basically, that feels like the masculines are needing time alone, going through their hermit mode, and they're learning. They could be causing arguments with people to get some time alone. You're unique and special, and I've never met or known anyone like you before. You've opened me up to things I never knew possible, like the power of this love. You've opened my heart to the truth, and I'm grateful. But what I'm feeling is, I'm very much feeling, I've been drawn at 39 years old, I'm very much feeling that it's like you could have went through a lot of turbulence before you or your person has got to this point of not understanding what your purpose is in their life. Like, you know, the triggering. Now, it depends how, you know, it depends how your person, I'm just going to say, has got your, it depends how your Divine Masculine's got access to you. Like, you know, if you're in the same community, shall we say, or if you're in the same friendship group, I suppose, for some people that could be, or if you're in the same, or if they see you online, like if they see you on your personal social media, or if it's Divine Feminines like myself, where you're out there for everyone to see, however they have interaction, like even if it's just them seeing you, you're not seeing them back, which again isn't always very fair, is it? I say like thing, you know, I do find that bit of the Twin Flame journey a fucker. It's like the Divine Masculines can see what's going on with the Divine Feminine, but the Divine Feminine doesn't know what the again, unless you're somebody that goes snooping, and I would never advise that. It's not something that I've ever done, and it's not something that you know, it's not something that I advise. You know, it doesn't stop things carrying back to you, obviously, but again, if you don't go looking for it, you're just, it's just going to upset you. You're protected for a reason. Divine detours for a reason. It's just basically, it's not time for you to be in each other's lives like that. But what they're basically trying to say to me is, it's like Divine Masculines at some point have like saw you as very triggering and just didn't get it. Basically didn't get it. They were spiritually asleep. Either you were spiritually asleep, your twin was spiritually asleep. They still could be, depending on who this is making sense to. But it's like, these are the ones that are like, oh my god, like I now see how this person was trying to help me. They didn't have it in for me. They've been trying to protect me, you know, and again, some I feel it's not like that, and they've always kind of known, and there's other complications in their life, but it's a wee mixture of everything. What else? Let me message you if I don't. And see, here's another collective of the ones where I'm like, you know, this is not my style either, but some of you will do this. Let me message you. If I don't reply, I'm planning what to say. I get stressed when you message me asking what's wrong. Nothing was wrong, but now it is because I feel paranoid I've done something wrong. Don't rush me. So again, if you're still in that energy of like hounding, or like, which like I said, you might never have done, because in my opinion about me, I don't know what he would say, it's like, but the thing is, why am I saying it like that? Because that is the truth. I tapped into my, anyway, moving on to my own stuff there. That's quite interesting. I just said I don't know what he would say, but that is the truth. I haven't ever been like that. When I've contacted my one, it's been for good reason. So, to say happy birthday. Right, anyway, so, but, like, anyway, so moving on, that just kind of distracted me a bit. But it's, if anything, I feel like some of the, if you're a bit like me and you're quite proud, like, you know, it's, and that, I'm not meaning pride getting in the way, it's more like, you know, if you've been used to somebody ghosting you and not replying, and that's just standard, like that is just the way it is, like you're just, you know what I mean? I feel that's the men that Divine Masculines are going to have to do a lot of, I don't know, because it's not I'm not the Divine Masculine that's done that, it's the Divine Masculines that want to come forward to Divine Femmes are going to have to find ways around that to really make the Divine Femmes feel comfortable about being the one that reaches out first to text, or however, you know, however you communicate with yours, because you could have trauma around that, you know, to be honest, like around being ignored. But equally you might not, you know, and that's why you have a deep heart to heart with your twin when you first reconnect again. It really just depends, because it's different people's scenarios. Some of you are still in regular contact, but if you've not spoke to this person for a long time and then you're getting to know each other again, I think it would be unreasonable for someone to expect you to be blowing up their phone and that, or saying good morning and shit, because like, well, it's like what I say with it, like, you know what I mean, it's that is making your bed and lying it, do you know what I mean? I don't know what other way to say it. It's like, that's the way someone set it up to be. It's part of the self-sabotage, so it's part, don't blame yourself if you're like, this is totally what's happened with me, mine, and I created it. It's like, it's part of the journey, but it's just, yeah, I think I'm pointing out the obvious, but I'm planning. I fantasise about showing you off to my family and friends. I want everyone to see us together and how happy we are. I'm so proud of you. Again, that is so not, I always say this, but it's true, that is so not the deal with a lot of Divine Masculines, because, well, for example, I feel some Divine Masculines are leaving a karmic situation, possibly even families. Again, I'm not laughing because I'm laughing because it makes me nervous for everyone in that situation, but it's kind of like, it's complicated, you know what I mean? There's people that are going to be hurt and upset. And there's that one again. Wow, in those clothes, looking like that, wearing that smile. Wow. I feel you. I've been feeling you close to me, especially at night. Can you feel me the way I'm feeling you? I actually wanted to say, can you feel me thinking about you? And it doesn't say that. So I feel that's, you know, that's definitely the Kundalini energy that's going on. You definitely could feel your twin around you, very close. I'm sorry that I lied to you. It was very wrong. I'm admitting that now. I was a fool. Hurting you hurts me. Again, like I said, I'm a fool might be not the words that your twin would use, so just change it when it applies. I think that's enough of that deck, but I do love it. Let's use my new one, because fuck it, I will do a wee live. This is just one of these random spontaneous lives that I might be talking till 2 in the morning. Oh no, it's only 10 to 10. Am I going to be doing a live till 2 in the morning? I think there's people that need some upliftment. I've got the hiccups now. What does this say? Hold me. That's, I don't know why I love that picture. You could be going on some kind of holiday, because I think, again, that could be like, lucky you if you live somewhere like that and it's hot weather or something, but it's hold me. I need to feel your arms around me. Things are not right in my world and I'm longing for you. Your embrace today. That's quite specific. Please send me your love so that I know everything will be okay. And it just reminds you of, I could hold you in my arms. I could hold you forever. The rest of the words. Ray LaMontagne. Now I want to sing, do you believe in magic? And I don't know the rest, and that's what's quite funny. I sang that when I read that card about Northern Lights, and Charlotte hadn't, they just pulled my eyes out when I said that. Charlotte hadn't saw the shorts when I sang it, and she wrote the lyrics, the rest, and I was like, well, I wouldn't have sang that because I don't know the words. But it was just funny that she thought the same when she saw it. Right, what else do you need to know? I'm loving these cards. Promise. But see, look, before I read it, look at the two hands. This is like, looks like a deep conversation. And, you know, like, this is something that if the rare times where I'm actually working with someone in person, I've actually, some of you might recognise this as being you. It depends on if these people are still watching, but I remember, you know, I've had a few circumstances when I actually used to do sessions in one of my older flats, and like, I've had to put my hands, you know, I asked the person, but I'm like, look, can I put my hands on yours? And it's because of how much anxiety I could feel running through someone's body. So some of you might, you know, need to do that. Like, if you're talking to your twin or something, like, you might need to calm somebody down. And obviously I always just ask, like, you know, is it alright if I put my hand on you? But I'm sure that's going to be alright, guys. But anyway, I want to make a commit. All jokes aside, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is wise to ask, because I'm going to be serious for a minute and not make that, you know, sexual. Yeah, like, some people have had literally nobody in their lives that does that. Like, is it okay if I touch you right now? Is it okay if I hug you? Is it okay if I kiss you? It's no hot to ask somebody if you can kiss them. Just kiss them. Do you know what I mean? Just feel into it. But anyway, whatever. But yeah, ask somebody if you can kiss them. I want to make a commitment. I wish you knew just how special you are to me. It kills me not to be able to tell you. You amaze me with your compassion and kindness through this time apart. I promise I'll make things right between us. Divine Bastards, if you're looking for something to say, that one's pretty shit hot. I'm just saying. Memorise the words. Spark. Interesting timing. I was looking to see if they were pulling me, don't let anything dull your sparkle. Spark. My love for you is written in the star. The spelling mistakes are cracking me up. It's not written in the stars, guys. It's written in the star. We have the spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You are the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me up from within. Look up to the stars tonight and know that I am under the same sky thinking about you. It reminds me of Dear John. I'll see you soon then. Maybe you are going to see somebody soon with me saying that. We're destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal. Will we do one more? Loving these. These are the new favourite. So glad I found these. So again, look at everything I'm saying. So glad I found these. Somebody's, like, you're going to be so glad. I feel this is for Divine Masculine. You're going to be so glad to know that, like, elated is what I'm feeling when you take this leap of faith. And it's going to be nowhere near as scary as what your ego is telling you it's going to be, is what I'm hearing for whoever's really connecting with that. Regret, yeah. So see what I mean? I'm not lying, guys. I'm using, the divine as, I'm being used as a channel. Someone's in a lot of regret here. My intention was not to hurt you. I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. I can't bear to look you in the eyes and tell you everything. So there's things to tell. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. So again, maybe you're going to have an awareness of what this might be, but it could be things that you don't know as well. But that wording is really specific. And daydream. I often fantasize about you. Oh, look, that's like the other card. So this is going to make sense to someone. I often fantasize about you. I daydream about you every day. I can't get you off my mind all day, every day. I always wonder what you're doing, how you're feeling about me. Meet me in your dreams tonight so we can start making our future together in reality. I want to build a strong, solid foundation for us. For us. Sorry, I'm just being a smart ass. What's on the back? Inspiration. Oh, but this is like the light bulb moment. Look, the spontaneous awakening energy with the Uranus conjunct the sun today. There's no one else who inspires me the way you do. I'm so proud of you. Your achievements and gifts, your love really gives me strength and courage to strive for more out of life. So whether you are a masculine that is on your own healing and hermit, although masculines have always got some kind of drama. If it's not an ex, it's shitty pals or family causing trouble or shady folk around work, or I don't know, blah 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 blah, and sometimes bits and bobs of all of it from the sessions that I do with people. But if somebody is stuck in a loveless marriage or relationship or something, it's like you're giving this person the inspiration to get the strength to move away from that. Yeah, because they're afraid. So that's beautiful. Well, it's not beautiful that someone feels like that, but I cut the deck in the confirmation. When you're not with me, I feel afraid. I'm afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I'm avoiding you. I have to overcome this and myself as you see me before coming forward ready. Yeah, so someone's working through their insecurities. I can't. That was like, I can't really describe how that happened, but I was saying insecurities and I cut it at insecure. So sometimes that happens. It really amazes me when, again, because God's just speaking through me, just using my personality. I feel insecure about you. You treat me better than I've ever been treated, and I know that you can give me everything. I really do want that, but I'm still struggling with my fears. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. It's my own insecurity holding me back. And again, it's like, you might not understand this, or you might, but it's like, I've experienced that a lot, sadly, with people I've got close to in all walks of life, where, I help them so much with their deepest, darkest fears. And then it's like people go really awkward on me because it's like they don't know how they'll ever be able to thank me. Because like I've said before, like even in my paid sessions, like it's kind of like, well, it was like the last session I'd done where, it was someone's discovery call, but like I said, that is a session, because the first time I meet someone, it's a session. It doesn't matter that it's free, it is a session. I was like, keeping it anonymous, but really the last few they're all intense, but the last few that I've done have been very intense, and it was like, how do you thank somebody for helping you with what I've just helped you through? Like, I get it, it is intense, but I'm used to it because it's my calling. And the things I can transmute after working with people, you wouldn't believe. Like, again, like I said, a lot of the things I work with people, most of the things, I can't go into a lot of I go into the generally what, like just now, most people are healing lots of ancestral trauma. So that's going to mean different things to different people. But that's big time what's going on, especially in the older generations, like older than me is what I mean, but the people that are around the 50s and 60s. But you don't need to be that old. You can, it's all past life memories are coming up too. Doubt. Please stop doubting our connection. I can sense it and it's making me doubt too. Just have faith and know I will reach out to you when divine time is right. Trust the process, my love. Everything will work out beautifully. Amazing. Now, I'm not going to pull any more of them, but I do love them. I'm going to read this. So, I'm thinking about you at this moment. Thought of you never leave my mind, no matter where I go. The songs I am hearing reminds me of you. It makes me more vulnerable and think about you even more. Lovely. Right. Well, it's a bit of a fucker if it's you it's happening to, but you know what I mean. Lovely. Forgiveness, they've just pulled me that too. Allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Forgiveness, that's the one that came up in the one earlier. Right, so let's see, before we go on to, we'll get some more to see if there's any drama, and then we'll, so this can bring the drama, or it can bring other stuff. What else do we need to know? All these messages are bits and bobs of what people want to say, so I want to work things out. So I'm going to channel a masculine just now, just for a few minutes, however long this message wants to come through. I want to work things out because I love you. Oh my God. Well, we just leave it at that. And I'm putting the toxicity behind me. And I'm so sorry. You're my twin flame, I know that now. I'm sending you love and energy. Can you feel it? Can we start over? I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. I don't want the conflict. I really do get what this twin flame journey is about now. No more secrets and deceptions. I'm going to tell you everything so that we can start again. I've went through my spiritual awakening. I thought I was going crazy. It's really affected my mental health. I can't handle how jealous and possessive I feel when I think about you moving on. And I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you. Holy fuck, man. They were... That just flowed. I love doing that when I'm in the mood. Right. Clear, transmute that one. Give us another message from a masculine that wants to say the chemistry between us is off the charts. And see, when I said that, it's quite funny, but the hairs are all standing up on my legs as well. And it's like, I shave my legs, so there isn't many, but it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like hard to describe, but it's like truth chills all up my legs. So this I feel they're trying to tell me this person, that's what happens to this person. Like the hairs stand up in their arms, and you know, when you touch them, it's like shivers down their spine, or your spine. I'm filled with regret. They're filled with regret about something, for not doing anything about this chemistry. Because I act like I don't care when deep down I really do. So that's what this person's in regret about. That's the truth of how you make them feel, whether you've touched them or not. But it's kind of, because again, I know lots of you might not have, but it's kind of like that's how you make them feel, but they've really masked that. And can we start over? So that was a different one that's saying the same thing. So clear, cancel, transmute, all that shit. What's another one? So the next one's saying, do what makes you happy, be with those who make you smile. But to translate, I feel this person, this next divine masculine, is like, I just want to be happy, and I want to be with who makes me smile. And right now, the only person that's going to put a smile on my face is you. If you're this person's feminine. I feel like I can't give you what you need. So this masculine is saying, I felt like I couldn't give you what you need. I felt like for some reason I wasn't going to be able to get on the same page. But I keep reminiscing about you. I keep being pulled back to you. Every time I pull away, I keep being pulled back. Please forgive me. I didn't understand what was going on between us. And I act like I don't care when deep down I really do. 2 decks together and it's come out again. I want a new beginning with you. They're all saying the same thing. I'm filled with regret that I didn't get this before. That I didn't try to get it. I didn't know. So remember, I'm just channeling how this person feels, but I'm just going to chip in because I fall out of character, but it's hard to describe what I mean. But you can see what I mean though, because I do go very intense. When I watch it, I'm like, oh, it hits me. But it's, forgive yourself. If you feel like that is you, like I'm being the voice piece for you to your feminine, forgive yourself, because you weren't awake yet. You weren't spiritually awake. It's why, again, I don't want to go too deep into my stuff because this is already intense, but it's why I say all the time, I don't know exactly everything that's going on in my twin's life because I don't like pry into it, you know, because I don't need to when I can tap in. You know, mine's is energetically all around me the whole time. We're extremely telepathic, and I can feel when he's feeling happy, I can feel when he's feeling sad. I can feel fucking everything, right? And it's intense because I can feel everything about everyone around me. But what I'm trying to say is, I broadcast all the time, like quite literally here, but like there's just absolutely no point in me and mine having a conversation until it's divine time, which again the divine is in charge of. And it's because I just don't, we won't be on the same page, you know what I mean? So that's where I stand with that bit. So make sure that you know where you stand, because some of you could still be in quite a lot of codependence. You're like, I don't care, I just want to see them. And I get it, I've been at that bit. But at some point you transcend that and you're like, I love this person unconditionally. I want them to be happy, you know. And but it's why I always stress as well, like even when I'm content and in a union, I'm always going to be happier with him, right? Like I'm not going to say otherwise. Like and that would always be my next level of happiness. But it's you've just got to accept things the way they are, you know what I mean, and get on with your own life. But family harmony, if this fell to the ground, someone could be on the ground with their awakening because that was the fallen awake card. The masculine's on the floor, so your loved ones form a strong pillar of support, embrace their love and put past issues behind you. So there could be family stuff going on for some people. Chakra clearing, lotus. By clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom. So that feels like that's answering. That'll be interesting for however many people vote. Please vote, please vote. That, you know, if you have your say in what you want me to do next, then I'll be able to do... Oh yeah, I forgot that. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Again, that's symbolic if somebody forgot and now they're remembering. You're re-remembering the connection. Because look, I picked up this card when I went to get those cards and it was only one. And you could be like that, you see. You and your twin could be like not seeing eye to eye. You were my sanctuary. You were the only person I could confide in and I betrayed your trust. So that is a message to someone. And we'll just do one more message from this and then twin flame journey. Yeah, so that's came out for 2 in a row. Did it come out for the first one? I can't remember. But that's 3 masculines in a row that are saying that they want to start over, that they at least want to talk. That it just feels like all the masculines are, I don't know about all of them, but all the ones I'm picking up on are awake. But again, in saying that, I've been giving these messages for like over 2 years now. And, you know, more than that, but, you know, me being more open about being one. And it's, it can take a while for the energy to catch up. But I feel in real time, you know, a lot of masculines are awake. So, but you'll find out. Yeah, it's just that a bit apprehensive about coming forward to talk. That's got a 39 on it as well. But yeah, no, see, a lot of them are coming in to talk. They're literally making their way, their journeying. Could be shamanic journeying too, because they're tired of thinking. But that could be one still thinking, I can't believe I picked up stones and I lost a diamond, and I listened to the toxic community. Or that could be symbolic of 3 different karmic energies that someone has been involved with. But now they can see. My note, look how itchy my nose is. Now they can see, they've opened their third eye and they can see the snakes around them, they can see the karmic energies around them. And it does specifically feel like some karmic friends that have been trying to knock somebody off their path, making out like it was for their highest good, and this person's like, that is not for my highest good. Like, and I do feel as well, it's like, I don't know who this is for, but there's definitely someone's friend around them fancies you, basically. And again, I don't know who that's for, but I can just feel it. It's like someone's got ulterior motives. Yeah, look, so speaking community, look at, that's the truth, because I've just pulled the community in reverse this time. I mean, it was upright before, and that kind of felt like to me, they could act sweet and innocent. And you know, this has got 3 females on it. Like I said before, that can also be symbolic of, doesn't need to be, but that could be like a karmic that's got 2 sisters, or a karmic and a friend. I don't like saying karmic, but it's what's coming out of my mouth. But because that came out in reverse, like that's a toxic group of people, at least 3 people around somebody. That could even be family members too, but it's like 3 people around somebody that has stopped them from speaking their truth. So that again feels like lies and gossip. But with Mercury out of shadow today and it being in Aries, oh, the truth's going to hit people. And also karma. If karma isn't already hitting people that have acted out of it, like not in integrity, it will be roundabout now. Yeah, for speaking lies on the Angel of Love, that's the Divine Feminine card. If people have spoke lies about the Divine Feminine, God help you, that's all I'm saying. I forgive anyone that spoke shit about me. But I suppose I don't know what they've said yet, so... But yeah, I forgive anyway, because I'm not being held back. Look, I'm not being held back in love by not forgiving fucking liars, basically. 33, Divine Masculine Energy. Yeah, the door to romance. Wait a minute. Could be a thumbnail. Door to romance came out again. So, yeah. There's love coming in for some people. Yeah, look, there's somebody's walking away from options. That's hilarious how that came out. But yeah, walking away from options. Placeholders. Look, the Magician in the mirror. That's the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine's walking away from options because it's like they know that they've had some Divine Feminines in overthinking mode. Thinking man, thinking woman, King, Queen of Swords. Look, walking away. Walking away. Because it's the end of a karmic cycle, the world. This person's wrapped up their karma. Look, they're grateful, they appreciate the lessons, but they want to move towards their twin flame now. Like, look, they want to ground this in the physical, and that's what Taurus season's about right now. But some Divine Masculines are resting before they do this. So I know what they're saying. It's like some Divine Masculines, like that's what they've been doing. Is all Divine Masculines, whether you realise it or not, they're clearing karma. So even when somebody is in a karmic relationship with someone else, they're clearing karma. That's what Saint Germain is about. Saint Germain, Lady Portia, are guides for the twin flame journey, and these are actually what I would say my main guides that are around me, because that's why I channel that meditation and always helping people with justice and karmic justice. But yeah, and also clearing a lot of negative sexual attachments, and also clearing a lot of heart chakra, stuck emotional pain. So for instance, like an obvious one would be like if somebody had their heart broken by an ex and they feel like, the next person's going to do it, and especially like the twin flame, because the twin flame triggers your own trauma. It's, this person would want to have time to themselves to heal. And also just like what I've said before, the obvious, they would know that you would be able to feel it if they're not over a situation yet. So it is wise to, take that time, to heal, because again, look, because of sexual hooks. If somebody's got their hooks into you at the sacral chakra, that's the codependent, toxic, karmic energies that will reel you in. Like, oh, hey, darling, where are you at? Do you know what I mean? Might not be like that, but do you know what I mean? Whatever, like, oh, I'm alone tonight. I don't know. Fuck knows. Who wants to know? Don't value, but they're after your money. Do you know what I mean? Pull you in with sex, but they're after your money. That's what a lot of women and men do. Yeah, and then before you know it, you're all tied up. Oh my God. Sorry, I know it's kind of funny the way the channel is coming out. I'm trying not to laugh, but it's no funny. It's really not funny. Yeah, look, secrets. Dark high priestesses. Look, the trick Magician in the mirror, that trick the Divine Masculine. Because they're distorted energy. But now the Divine Masculines are listening to Spirit, or God, the Divine, the angels, whatever you call yours, their loved ones in Spirit. They're watching their money. They're valuing themselves as well. Door to value. And yeah, they don't want to be the distorted man holding the heart, or woman. It's because it's got man holding the heart. Yeah, they're listening to Spirit. They're just keep telling you. They're listening to Spirit, or you are. And again, yeah, someone was with a toxic, distorted flame. That's somebody that's posed as a Divine Feminine, but they're not. So a false twin flame is the label I would use for that. Karmic energy, but it's someone that's like, oh, I'm your twin flame, but it's like, no, they're not. They're just some weirdo that's watched people talk about twin flames, and then they've soaked up the information enough to make it look like they are. Yeah, look, and then they reel you in with sex. So that's happened to at least someone watching. Yeah, it's not brought happiness for whoever that's happened to. It's like a catfish, that's what it feels like. But now they're listening to Spirit. Looks like thinking women, yeah, it's like, I feel what they're saying there is like, if that's happened to you, if that's happened to your masculine, it's like you would have had a sense of that. That's what I'm getting at some point. Yeah, yin yang, because it's your twin flame, you would have just had synchronicities and downloads about it. Yeah, that someone was involved with somebody that catfished them, like a distorted feminine, because I always feel like, even upright, she looks shifty as fuck. But it's like, yeah, was not a caring connection. Like someone manipulated somebody into something that they're now, that they're now walking away from. Could have, I was about to say broke their heart, and I didn't even see that broken heart was, but it broke their heart. Somebody's been really deceptive. And it actually feels like, again, they're saying it again, like if you could have been having thoughts about this or downloads and thinking like, nah, but it's like, yeah, like something, might not be exactly that, but it's something like that. Could be past or present. Yeah, somebody like, look, lost someone's, if you're this Divine Masculine that happened to, your guides are trying to give you the strength to get through that and like reach your happy ever after, blossom in abundance. And it must be with money. So maybe something's happened with money, Or this is about now that you're valuing yourself, you're being more pulled to your feminine. Because before you weren't valuing yourself and you were reeling in people that were toxic, as I pull it in reverse again. So again, I do feel in some cases, like, I know that they're all together. So again, it could even be that, like, you know, 3 people that know each other or something. Or 3 people, fucking hell, if it's 3 people that are fucking pals, that's really fucking toxic. But it's like 3 separate women that have hurt someone in love. Like, so this person, if you're the masculine, you could have even felt like something was love with at least one of them or all of them, and it wasn't. And yeah, you're walking away from it because it's done nothing but burst your heart open in the worst way. But now you're grounded in the physical, and you just want to be happy. Love it, right? Love those cards for that. This is very fucking long though, isn't it? Am I still going to do a live? Oh, we'll do one of these. Tantric journey. And look, it's about to get, look, 111. Yeah, new beginnings, alignment, and uniting with your twin flame. And remember, like, I'm not kidding, right? I was 2 minutes away from Mum and Dad's house, and I said, tell me something about the unions coming in. And I was literally 2 minutes in the house, and I was like, oh, looking sharp, because my dad, it's so funny, every time my dad gets a haircut, he looks younger. I just got drawn a picture of, like, me and my family, and it's, yeah, where he's got a good haircut there too. But it's really quite funny, because, like, you know what I mean, as he gets older, it's just every time he gets a haircut. And he was like, yeah, I went somewhere else, and then he told me the name of the hairdresser, and it was Unity. And I was like, but, like, I actually, you know, he didn't even notice that I was like, but again, like I always say, if he lurks on here, well, he's going to do it. He never says to me if he does. But the frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. And it's also funny too, and then I already said about it once. Also, with that wee doll too, that was hilarious, because again, he drew the crown in that picture. And I was like, oh, it's like the Empress has no clothes. So my dad doesn't know that, and again, unless he's seen me say it here, about the Empress is in the tarot is like divine feminine. But that's what I was like, oh my god, that's totally... So again, my dad keeps getting used as a divine channel. He doesn't even fucking realise. Just telling me to hydrate. What else do we need to know? So tantric journey, there's things coming in. Yeah, there's unions coming in. And authority, and this is the divine masculines taking charge. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realised, yet receptive, wise, and loving. That again sounds very much like the balanced divine feminine, divine masculine. The unions that are coming in, it's because you're in union with yourself, and it's 2 people that have worked hard to get into that place of balance when this comes about. So I'm actually gobsmacked. Synergy. One of my groups was called that a few years ago, and I'm actually probably going to call one of the levels that in the membership. I don't think I'll use that one as the thumbnail, but the frequency of synergy, that's crazy. So what I just read on that authority cards was twin flames, tantric, and synergy. This is exciting energy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance of acceptance and not so obvious, never seen before combinations of unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, related, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality, and that's what all the ones are about. I can't. That's crazy. And what's crazy as well is that it always ends up ending on like either 1:15 or 1:20. And look, actually, let's get the tantric card again. Oh my god, 38 and remembrance is on the back as well, so that's going to have significance to people as well. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we've gone through as a soul and a body, providing us valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Again, I almost never grabbed that deck, but think about it, I was always gonna, because they know what decks I'm going to use before I know, because they just make me grab the deck. That's blown my mind. And discernment, I've wrote that in the post. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance, detachment with compassion and wisdom. So again, what that means is, even the people that have fucked people over, right, karmic energies that fucked you over or your twin, just forgive them, right, because they're all part of the story. I know you can't, even someone's done something right, and it's present, but to allow the miracles come in, you really need to. 33, forgiveness. The frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as part of source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. A minute. Anyway, so I'm going to stop that there, and I'm going to go and get a wee coffee, and then I think I will do a live. I feel like I want to, because like I said, I've got energy just now, so might just, I'll have something to eat, and then I'll, if I don't though, then, you know, they're telling me to pull one of Gordon's cards. I feel, because it's like, this is just really quite, it'll ground the energy a wee bit. They're very short and sweet to the point. Short and sweet and straight to the point. That might be like someone's message. Maybe that's a wee text or something. You are your purpose. And that is a short, sweet to the point message. 25th of May could be significant. You are your purpose. And you and your twin flame are the same frequency. Especially when you're in inner union. Speak your truth with passion. That's what it's about. Speak your truth with passion, because Mercury's out of shadow. So anyway, this was whole, you saw what it was. It was all bits and bobs of whatever some folk needed to hear. So if you didn't get a message, and it wasn't really so much about the loved ones of spirit, but the loved ones of spirit are inspiring me to give those messages. But it was the ones that needed to come out. And masters of mediumship. So again, yeah, I really do feel that same saying. I need to get going with linking with spirit. See, oh my god, but look, linking with spirit, and it's a physical man with an energetic woman. That's how much you're healing your twin flame. That's crazy. That's amazing. But yeah, I really, there's, you know, because like I say, like I'm a master twin flame teacher, but that is, you know what I mean, I am a master twin flame teacher because I've been on the journey for so long. Yeah, there's others that have been on it as long as me, but because I've actually taken the time to learn all these different things, and you know, I specialise in lots of different areas. So I really do feel that's about helping people link with your own mediumship abilities. And again, this isn't, I've done that for years. I took a bit of a break. So I can do that with you one-to-one in coaching. I can do that to you in a session if you want to make the session about that. But like I said, it's really better if it's like, you know, each week in the coaching. But I will be doing the group Zooms of that as well. And sitting in the power, yeah. So it's all the words are around, you know, developing your mediumship. So this is definitely just, that's a sign for me to get going with that. Those offerings in the membership or the one-off, whenever, how often I'm going to do it. But anyway, for now, this is the messages. And then, yeah, well, like I said, if I feel up to it after I have a wee break after this, then I'll do it. But I'll get this, I'll upload this now, and I might just publish it again before I've watched it. I sometimes like doing that, like spontaneous, a little bit exciting. I equally might not, I'll just decide. But it's usually just before I get stuck in my head, I'm like, fuck it, publish. But anyway, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to book a personal mediumship session, what I've been guided to do just now, and it's been on there for a few weeks, I'm just drawing people's attention to it. I've actually got a live Zoom session with me at a discounted rate than what, because usually, you know, the mediumships in everything that I do, so it's just, it flows through in a normal session, but because the sessions are more money, because of it gives access to everything that I do, I just was guided to put that there for if it is, you know, specifically loved ones in spirit you want to hear from. But I just want to buffer that with, I've got no control over that. But all I say is, you know, if you do want to hear from somebody specific, or you're just open to anyone in the spirit world, if you're putting your thoughts out there and you're guided to book it, there's every chance that who you want is going to come through. I just can't guarantee it, right? But what I can always guarantee is you're always going to leave feeling lighter and brighter, and well, you know, with more clarity, whatever's going on, it's going to lift the heaviness that's going on, if there's any heaviness, and there usually is. Or you're going to leave a, you know, a message of closure if it's you know, that you need with something. You know, basically your guides will come through, or you know, the galactic guides that I work with will give messages, or blah 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 blah. But first and foremost, I'm a healer, so you'll get something out of it. So again, just if you're guided to book that, that's below. There's also unlisted mediumship videos, so if you prefer me to record it like this, and that's really quite amazing too, because you see, when I do it like that on video, it's like I can slow down and tune in and get the messages, and so it's not the back and forth for you, but you can let me know after. So I quite enjoy doing that too, when I've done that in the past. Same with just like when I've got my hands with the cards, you know what I mean? But when I do the mediumship, I'd probably do like, well, I wouldn't always do like this. It just depends. Anyway, I think that's it. And like you said, I'm just focusing on that because this is Mediumship Monday. And also, because this was quite a lot about using the twin flame cards and even the sexual oracle, and I've got the sexual tarot and all that. If you want me to specifically do ones like that, now I'm not talking about really racy ones, guys. I'm not quite there with that. Again, I do feel they're building me up to it, like, because I was eyeing up those cards on Etsy that are, I would not repeat them. I wouldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't. I mean, I can't even read some of the very tame ones that I wrote on my own cards. So I just can't even read them out on YouTube. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I can read it and think to myself, fucking hell, I wish somebody was fucking saying that to me, but it's like, but I can't read it out. But yeah, on that note, if you do want me to do ones that are about you and your twin flame, as long as you understand that time is an illusion, that you've listened, if you've not listened to me say that, like, look, when I've had personal readings, some of them have been absolutely amazing from amazing people, different people. Some of them, even when I've thought, like, it's not that I thought, oh, that's wrong, but there was one in particular that I'm like, I've no fucking idea what that's all about. That is nothing like all the other amazing ones that I've had that are saying all this amazing shit's going to happen. Like, what the fuck's this all about? And to be honest with you, the more time has went on, I've actually, that one in particular is like really fucking spot on. I'm just yet to know why I feel that, but I'm pretty sure I'm about to get the answer to that at some point. When, I don't know, but yeah, so you never know. So whether it be readings that you have from me, if you decide to get an unlisted one, or something I've said on Zoom, because again, it's not me, I'm channeling God, but anyone that's doing that, as long as you know you can trust them and it's discernment, what I'm saying is, it doesn't always make sense in the moment, but it can make sense later, and sometimes that's a couple of years later. So just, be open and yeah, be humble. That's what I say all the time. I work with white buffalo calf women. Be humble, be grateful, be open to miracles, and we're all good, guys. That's the new earth frequency. Right, over and out. I'm away. See you later.